Well, all right, all right. Had to put some chapstick on for this one. All right. Good morning. Thank you so much, Bryn. Welcome back, Jen. We're happy to have you. Happy to have everybody here that is brand new. Happy to have everybody here that are veterans that have been here for a good little while. Put it in the chat. How awesome was your weekend? How awesome was your weekend? How productive was your weekend? I have a lot to share today. Because today, we're calculating a million. We're calculating $1 million. Here's the thing, though. There are way more things to calculate in a million than the $1 million. But we do have to calculate that part. We have to understand that, okay? Good morning, millionaires. I want everybody to share in the chat. Just say good morning, millionaires. Just say good morning, millionaires. I just want to hear the good morning, millionaires. Are you guys millionaires? Are you guys millionaires? Can you see yourself with $1 million net worth? Can you see that? I'm talking about a net worth of $1 million. And outside of a net worth of $1 million, can you see yourself with your bank balance reading $1 million? Do you know if you have $1 million, like if you have $1 million bucks, or you become a millionaire, it's a 99% chance that when you go to the grocery store, you won't have to check your account before you check out. Did you know that? And when you go shopping, you won't have to check your account before you buy it. When you go out to a fancy restaurant, you don't have to try to calculate in your head how much the appetizers are going to be. You don't even get anxiety when there's other people there and you're like, oh my gosh, are they going to ask me to pay? Hold on. Okay, did I invite them? If I invited my friends, that means I have to pay. You don't have anxiety. I just want to give you guys some encouragement today, okay? Because things are going to be super, super different for you about a year from now, okay? But let's jump into this thing, man. I'm really, really excited. Okay, so here's a couple things we got to talk about. Calculating $1 million. There are way more things to calculate than the money, of course. What all do we need to account for, though? I think there's probably three things: time, ability, and money. Okay, let me go to my board, man. I get to use my board today. Let me expand that. Bang, bang. All right, that's good. All right, let me get to my. Where's this at? Okay, next. Okay, here we go. Let's go to the board. We do have. Here's what I think. I think we're gonna have to look at time, ability, and money. Let's look at the money first. Let's just calculate the money first. Obviously, for one, let me see, where am I at? Am I here? Where is it at? Okay, there we go. All right, cool. So for $1 million, I spell weird. Put that overload. We are going to have to make $83,333.33 every month. Can you see yourself making $83,330.30 every single month? Just think right now. I'll just take a few minutes to think real quick. How would you make $83,330.33 every single month? Just think through it. What would you have to do? What would you have to be selling? At what intensity? What type of systems to make that type of money every single month? What would you be selling? What would you be doing? I need you to just see it real quick. Just answer. Here's another question. What has to be true? Okay. What has to be true? For you to make that, what has to be true? Just think. Just think for a second. Just think. Okay. All right, cool. Now that's a big number, $83,000 every single month. But is it more attainable to make $19,230.77 every single week? It's still a lot of money. Is that a lot of money? Depending on who you've become. And okay, so If you feel like that's a lot of money, just put it in the chat. And be honest. Do you feel like it's a lot of money? I still think it's a lot of money. I'm working on my mindset, but I still think it's a lot of money. You talk to somebody else, they might not think it's a lot of money. But your vision might be so big, you say, yo, that's easy. Okay. 19,000. Question. What has to be true for you to make $19,000 every single week? What has to be true? Okay. All right, let's get to some smaller numbers. How about $2,739.73 a day? What has to be true for you to make $2,700 a day? What has to be true? Just think. Is that a lot? Can you make today? Can you make $2,700 today? Can you? Okay, put it in the chat real quick. What would you do to make $2,700 today? $2,740 today. Today. Not hypothetical, but if you're going to go out and make $2,739, what would you do what would have to be true for you to make that today? Okay. But here's the caveat. For you to make $1 million, you just need to have the ability to make $2,739.33 every single day, but you got to make it every day. The good news is if you can make it one day, you can make it 2 days. If you can make it 2 days, you can make it 3 days. If you can make it 3 days, you can make it 10 days. If you can make it 10 days, you can make it 365 days because you have the ability. We just have to intensify what we do, period. You've made $2,700 before, yes? If not, it's cool. Whatever you've made before, try to make a little more than that, and then we'll just start marching our way to $2,739 in a day. We just got to do that all the time, but we got to do it every day. But check this out. Here we go. What about only $114.16 every single hour? You've made $114 an hour. I know it. What would have to be true for you to make $114 in the next hour? If you've ever made $114 in an hour, you are on your way to becoming a millionaire. Isn't that cool? The caveat is you just have to do it every hour of a year. So this part changes the game, right? What has to be true for you to make it every single hour? What has to be true? Every single hour. Of every single day, of every single week, of every single month. What has to be true? Someone says you can't sleep. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. If you have to be up or you have to do it, then you'll never do it. Because you just don't have that much time. Okay. All right. It's cool. What about $1.90 every minute? Have you made $1.90 every minute? The thing is, we have to make it every minute, though. You have to make it every minute of every hour of every day of every week of every month. But it's fun to look at these numbers. Or someone who makes $1 million makes 3 cents every second. 3 cents, 3 cents, 3 cents, 3 cents, 3 cents, 3 cents, 3 cents. This is how a millionaire operates. Right now. Now, can I work every second of every hour of every day? No. But we have to have some sort of system that allows us to make 3 cents, 3 cents, 3 cents, 3 cents, 3 cents. Okay. Now, some of you might not necessarily be focused on seconds or minutes or hours, but maybe there's a system where you can make $2,700 every single day between 9 to 5. Your system works, your ads are running, or what have you. You have some people working, things of that nature. But this is the least of it, okay? This is the least of it. Let's keep going. Let's keep marching. All right, so money, time, and ability. Time. We've got to consider time, yes? Do you have the time to pull this off? Look at this. Here's what I know. If you have $0 and you're going to 1 million, here's what it looks like. You're going to have to put in, that's a little clock. You're going to have to put in a lot of time in the beginning, but then it equates to time freedom. Right now, you have a lot of time and no money, maybe. Eventually, you have a lot of money and have to spend less time. But the problem is we're not putting in a lot of time right now because everybody says you should work smarter and not harder. And I believe in the very beginning, you should work harder. Maybe not smarter, but you got to pair it. You got to pair it in the beginning. It is going to take a lot of time, energy, and all that kind of stuff. I can post stuff now like I thought I had to work really, really hard, like outwork people. The reality is that that's necessary. But the problem was I was just working and not thinking. I was just working and not strategizing. So I'm asking you to work really hard, but be thinking and calculating and reviewing all this hard work. Because in the beginning, you're going to have to put in a whole lot of time. And right now, it doesn't feel right because this looks stupid. Like, why would I put in a whole lot of time? I'm not making any money. But eventually, it starts to cross paths. I just want to encourage you today. Okay, next is your ability. And I got so much to share. Come on, what are we doing? Ability. What ability do you need to acquire to make that type of money? To make $83,333.33 every single month, or the $2,700 a week, or a day? I'm sorry. What ability do you need to acquire? Is it sales? Do you need to learn sales? Do you need to learn leadership? What about emotional management? What about emotional control? Because when you don't hit your goal, you get upset and then you quit or you start drinking or you start feeling bad for yourself, and I don't know what it is. But what ability? Management? The management of people? I don't know. Here's what's crazy. And let me just come here real quick. I share my big goal with you all. Very big goal. Really, really big goal. And what I realize is I'm lacking a few abilities. I'm lacking some abilities. My ability to learn something new and no. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, my ability to do something new and my technical skills. Dang! So today is my first time going live on YouTube, and because I'm learning some stuff. I was actually first off, courses are a challenge for me because of my attention. To sit there and pay attention is sometimes a challenge for me. But for where I'm going, it's going to take me to become something else. So today is my first time going live on YouTube, and I just realized that it's unlisted. It's not live. Dang, that sucks, man. But I've been wanting to go live on YouTube forever. And I just sat down and went through this. Well, it's not like a course, but a whole bunch of videos. And I figured it out. You see, I got the little Morning Meetup logo right here. You see that? I did that because I was looking at a course. And I was supposed to be live on YouTube right now, but it's not live. It's unlisted. Dang. But I know for who I have to become, I can't wait for somebody to come save me or help me. being too reliant on my team has been a challenge. I need to go learn this stuff. I need to go learn systems. I need to learn programs. I need to learn different softwares. I need to learn it. It's a challenge for me, but for where I'm going to have to learn it and then make sure when someone's doing something wrong, I can check it because I understand it now. Your ability. So put it in the chat. To get to that millionaire status, what abilities do we need to improve on or acquire? What do we got to do? I'm really proud of this little logo thing right here. Wow, I'm really proud of that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't lie. Discipline, research. Yes. We can't just sit in the mud of what we aren't. There's certain abilities that we are going. Listen, I've been wanting to launch this other podcast, Brain Picker podcast, which it'll be another 7-figure business once I do it. But the biggest challenge was Ecamm, learning this Ecamm live thing, learning this live streaming thing, learning this part. So I had to sit down over the last few days and learn it. And with 10,000 people in the morning meetup, I had to sit there and learn the flow of people and the systems behind organization and finding different solutions, which isn't my strong suit. But for where we're going, there are certain things that I had to sit down and say, Dave, you got to be able to focus, bro. You got to be able to sit on a meeting and not play spades. All right. When I'm on a meeting, if you can't see me, I'm playing spades on my phone. Okay, on Zoom, because I have a challenge focusing. Y'all not judging me, right? Yo, sometimes Joe said it's true. Sometimes I'll be right there in a meeting with Joe and Jen and Christine, and I'm on my phone. I'm playing spades. My mind just. But for where we're going, I can't be like that. All right, let's go to some more. Let's do some more board work, okay? Y'all with me? Y'all all right? Do me a favor. Throw it in the chat any realizations you just had. Any realizations. Like I'm talking about something that hit you hard. And life change isn't going to be from what is taught. Life change is going to come from what is caught, meaning it's not what I say, it's how you internalize what I say to you. It's the moment that you have when something's said, and it's not the something that's said, it's because you've been looking for something, and you say, got it. Throw it in the chat. Let's keep going. Let's keep on working. Hold on, man. Let me, I want to switch this up. Only so you can see the morning meetup. It took me a while to figure that out, okay? All right, let's keep going. So I've been through this before, but we're just gonna go through it right now. For you to, calculating $1 million. We're calculating $1 million, but there's so many things to calculate. One is our time. We have to calculate our lack of ability. And we also have to calculate the money. We have to calculate our earning potential. But we're going to go through the who, what, when, where, why, and how. And we're going to see these questions in this particular order. So we understand who, what, when, where, why, and how, but we're going to start with the first one, which is where. Where do I want to be? And the goal is $1 million a year. We understand that, right? Yes? That's the goal. Now, this might not be your goal, I'm saying, but for the sake of this conversation, this is the goal. Okay? Good. All right, so the where is $1 million for this particular scenario. But we want to identify how we're going to get to the where. But who, what, when, where, why, and how. We're going to start with why. So we got the where and then a why. Let me put this up there. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. Okay? So we took the where, and now we're on why. Why do we want to make $1 million? Throw it in the chat. Why? Give me a good reason. Why do we want to make $1 million in a year? Throw a really good reason. I'm worthy, freedom, family and freedom. Okay? These are good reasons. These are good reasons. I need it. Financial freedom, family, who will become. All right. You're going to need a good reason for this where. Let's say it's family. Without this why, the where is increasingly difficult every day. Without the where. Here's the challenge. That why that you put out, the why that you put out may not support the where. The why, for instance, is family, but your family isn't important enough to go attain the where. You might say it out your mouth, but in your heart, in your mind, you are not willing to improve on those abilities to get to the where, meaning the why isn't really as important as it sounds. And it's 100% up to you to make that real. I do it for my kids, but when you're tired, you don't do it. Meaning the why, the kids aren't a strong enough force to get you to go to the where. Okay. Remember, y'all saw the movie, what was it? What was the movie with Will Smith? What was the movie? The Pursuit of Happiness. The Pursuit of Happiness. Y'all saw that, right? In the movie, The Pursuit of Happiness, he knew exactly where he wanted to go. But look at the situation he was in. His why was super strong. Sleeping in a bathroom. His boy ain't give him his money. My man said, I helped you move. I thought I owe you that. Yo, why would you think you don't owe me my money? My man was tight. Baby mama issues. Golly, like the people around him telling him like he's not going to amount to anything. Looking his child, the moment that I think the gear turned, it changed when he's sleeping in the bathroom with his child and he has to turn it into a game. I think something changed at that moment. He's cool sleeping in the bathroom. He's good with that. His kid, though, doesn't deserve it. The difference between him and that movie, and some of you who are commenting, is Will Smith. What was his name? I don't want to just keep calling him Will because his name wasn't Will. What was his name? Gardner. Yes, Chris. Chris Gardner actually went out and busted his natural butt to get that thing done. He was talking to himself in the movie. The time that he had, okay, I ain't got time to start at the bottom of the list. I'm going to the top of the list, but I still got to sell these little bone density scanners. And then then the person steals it. Then he got to go hunt him down and then come back and then deal with his baby mom and then work with his kid and then hang out with the rich guy and then give the rich guy his last couple dollars. And he's like, yo, this whole situation. He put in a lot of time in the beginning. Does he have to put in as much time now? Tell me. Okay, where did my little pen go? All right, put it in my pocket. All right, so we got some good reasons on the why. Now we got to go through the how. Okay, how the heck are we going to make, what was it? $114 every single hour. It's only $114, but you got to make it every hour. Meaning you can't go make the money because when do you sleep? $114 in an hour isn't bad. A lot of you have made $114 in an hour, but you made it. Meaning when you're done working, after your 8 hours of making $114, you go to bed or you go home and you hang out. Meaning you can't physically go do it. Which means something has to be getting done when we're not doing it. Even at night. But the 114 can't stop any hour of any day, of any week, of any month, of any year for you to make $1 million. I want you to think about that. Yes, residuals matter. Yes, absolutely. So this is the plan. Do you have a good plan for it? Do you have a good plan? Going into the planning phase of like the 10,000 for the morning meetup, I realized that I probably have to bring in 30,000 for 10,000 to stick. Goodness gracious. I probably have to bring in 30,000. It sounds good for 10,000, but every day we have people coming in. Every day we have systems that bring people into our morning meetup. That's why I can confidently say, hey, how many people joined over the weekend? Hey, how many people joined yesterday? Okay, put it in the chat real quick. How many people here joined within the last 24 hours? Put it in the chat. You're here. You joined the last 24 hours. Throw it in the chat real quick. Okay, don't make me a liar. Okay, me. Absolutely. See? I could do that. Because we like the game doesn't stop. The promotion doesn't stop. So people are going to be joining every single day. Every hour. Well, maybe not every hour, but some days it's every hour. People are going to join. But every day people leave too and cancel their membership. It's a part of the game. Some people love it and they just join, they're excited and they're going to stay. And some people say, hey, I am not going to wake up every day. I'm leaving. I'm not going to pay $79. And that's okay. I understand. But for us to have 10,000 people active, I got to bring in 30 to 40,000 people. Dang, you talk about a plan. Talk about a plan. That's why it's going to require me to become something different. Because I can't get it done, me being the person that I am today. The things that I think about, the things that I do in my leisure time, the attitude that I have sometimes, my inability to effectively communicate, my sales skills, my inability to get on other platforms, big platforms, has to change. Other people can get on my platform, but I have yet to seek out or get on a bunch of other people's platforms. Not that I haven't, but that needs to be a regular occurrence. Because if we're going to bring in 30 to 40,000 people, I have to talk to thousands at a time. But then I have to be a better salesperson because it's not like my conversion is like I'm driven by the conversion and I'm like, hey, join if you want to join. I'm really doing people a disservice because I know this can change your life and I'm haphazardly with my sale. I can't get it done the person that I am today. I'm telling you that whatever your goal is, you cannot get it done being the person that you are today. Planning the way you plan? No, you ain't. All right, the what? So we went through how and now we're at what? What is going to be required of you? Time, energy. It's going to require you to learn. It's going to require you to grow. It's going to require you to network. What is it going to take? So yes, Now that we have the plan, what is it going to take to carry out this plan? Some of us never go this deep in thought. Like even this, like hitting this many points, we say, oh, we got an idea. Oh, this is going to be the name, the logo, and then I'm going to go live. I'm going to post on Instagram every day, and it's up. $1 million doesn't work like that. You can probably, honestly, outwork 6 figures. You can work. I know some barbers that their talent and work ethic makes them 6 figures. Congratulations. But you can't outwork $1 million. You got to outthink $1 million. The thinking is the planning part. But now what is going to be required to carry out this plan? Whole nother ball game. Whole nother ball game. The planning part, the how you're going to do it is hard enough. But what takes that like 10x is now the execution of the plan. What is it going to take from you? Sacrifice is a really big word. It's going to require some sacrifice. In the old days, they would like sacrifice things to a god, right? That it takes something that they really loved or really cared about and kill it to show the deity that they pray to, I'm willing to give up something that I love. I'm willing to give up something that I love for what you have for me. And love is a strong word. You maybe don't love chocolate. You like it a lot, but you don't like, you can, maybe you're not addicted, maybe to chocolate. Maybe you are addicted, I don't know. But you like it a whole lot, but you don't love it. Meaning you can give that up. And you call it sacrifice, but it's not. There's a story where a man had one child. And God asked the man to sacrifice his child, his one child, that he was waiting for a long time. He was really, really saying, I wanted this child for a long time. You finally gave it to me, and now you want me to sacrifice the child. And in the writing, it says, I want you to take your child whom you love. It doesn't say, I want you to take a child or take one of your kids and sacrifice one of your kids. Take your child, I believe it says, your only child, comma, whom you love. Take your child, comma, your only child, comma, who you love. So there's no mistake. And sacrifice it. There's something that you absolutely love that you're going to have to sacrifice. And that's where it gets hard. That's where it gets sticky. Some people love poverty and they love spending money on things that they can't afford to keep them in the position that they're in because they're so used to it. Believe it or not, some of you love poverty. You're going to have to become something. You love comfortability. You love it. You hug comfortability. We're going to have to sacrifice that. Let's move on because I'm almost done, actually. I'm making really good time right now. All right. So now it's the who. Who do you need on your team? This joint. All right. So here's the thing. This is hard. This is not easy. What I'm talking about here. Identifying where you want to go. And then you sit down and figure out, okay, do I really want, why am I doing this? And then you start figuring out, how am I going to execute this? And you take weeks of coming up with a plan. And then outside, like after you figure out the perfect plan, you got to start giving up stuff, and you got to figure out what you need to do. And then you got to start executing the plan. And then you got to find time. You got to find money. You got to find networks. You got to find resources. You got to find energy. You got to find some books that's going to help you with your emotional control and your mental, you're like persuading yourself mentally to actually do some stuff. You got to go through all that. And then finally, after you figure out all this stuff, that's you. Now you got to find other people, God, and then deal with all their issues and all their insecurities and all their sabotaging you, and then all of their ambitions, because all the people on your team aren't there because they love your mission. There is an agenda. I saw a post that said there are some people that will come. They'll come into your life, pretty much. They'll help you lay a foundation, or you'll help them lay a foundation, and then they'll build with somebody else. Meaning, I'll bring somebody on the team and help them with their mindset and help them with their foundation, and then they'll go build it with somebody else. And you got to be prepared for that. One of the challenges with a podcast network, I mean, it is what it is. Like, somebody can join a network, I can train them up, help them become this star, and like really, really help them lay a foundation. They'll go build with somebody else, which it's a part of the game. I kind of did that. I'm on a network, but now I'm not on a network anymore. But you have to be prepared for that. You got to be prepared for other people to go win without you. So this is not easy. This is all the stuff that is required for you to become a millionaire and a multimillionaire. Golly, think about the people that it takes to become a billionaire. Like this stuff right here, child's play, easy. For somebody that's going to become a billionaire, became a billionaire. This joint gets tricky. Once you get yourself to a certain level of productivity, you got to like get other people there. Golly. So now you got to start sourcing all of the people that's going to help you do the what to help you carry out the plan. Let me ask you, just throw it in the chat real quick. Do you still want to be a millionaire? The book makes it sound, it's like just, the book we're reading, it's a phenomenal book too. So if you're just now joining us, we're reading We Should All Be Millionaires, which is a really, really good book. And in the book, and we haven't gotten, too far in, but it's very inspirational. I mean, it's definitely a part of you becoming that. So far, I'm talking about in the very beginning. And it encourages you to say yes, but I'm sure what's going to happen deeper in the book is now we got to get to the work of it all. Beginning. Yes, I could be a millionaire. Yes, I want to be a millionaire. Yes, I can make $114 a day in a day. I could do that every day. Yes, but now it's this stuff. You sure? Let me say this to you real quick. Is it worth it though? What if it takes you the next 10 years of hard work, strenuous work, sacrificing time, and the first 10 years of your child's life is missed? Is that a good trade? Ooh. What about 5? My baby wasn't in my life for 2 weeks. My baby was in Orlando for 2 weeks. I almost lost it. Golly. Imagine 5 years. Imagine 5 years. Do you really want to work this hard? Do you want to go through all like this whole process? I know it kind of ruins the whole motivational I want to be a millionaire thing, right? Okay. I'm just trying to I want it to be real, because if you're going to quit now, just quit. There is nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with getting a job and you work 9 to 5, and now a lot of jobs you can work from home. Meaning you could be with your family, you could be there for those times. May not take as many vacations, may not live in a big house, but ain't nothing wrong with that. Here's the thing, I don't want you to spend the next 3 years going hard after it just to quit. When your 4th year would have been the thing, but you quit in 3 years, and then you wasted 3. I'm trying to give you the hard truth about this thing. I missed some things. I am 37 years old, had my first child at 36. While all my friends were saying, yo, you're going to be the grandpa at your daughter's recital. Like, you're going to be 80 years old for have your first child. You're going to be like Abraham in the Bible. Yo, you're not hanging out and drinking with us and all that, bro. You just gave it up. Ruined a bunch of relationships along the way, too, by the way. In childhood relationships, friends, people that I dated, because I'm focused on it. I had to wait 36 years to have my first child. All right, almost done. Almost done. Okay, almost done. Lastly, we have when. When are you going to start? And when will you arrive? That's finished. When are we going to make a decision? When are we going to start? When are we going to become something different? When are we going to grow? When are we going to start on this path? When are we going to sit down and plan? When are we going to sit down and identify our why? When are we going to decide where we're going? When are we going to decide what is it going to require? When are we going to, when? I ask myself the question, when are you going to learn this eCam stuff, bro? What's up with you? When? Time is very important. When are you going to figure this thing out? When are you going to stop relying on people to do stuff for you? When? When are you going to take control? When, David, are you going to get back to that grind where you're in it and you're strategizing and you're learning? When are you going to get back to that? When are you going to go back to the mindset before you had a team? When? Shans? These are conversations I'm having. Like, how long are we going to just be average successful? I am regular successful. Depending on what room you're in. All right. I don't tell that story. I got mad stories. Only because 8:57. If you are new to the morning meetup, I want to say welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being a part of the community. I think we hit like 695 today, which is absolutely amazing. That is awesome. I really appreciate you all joining the community. We're looking at February next month. I will have a solid date, hopefully today or tomorrow, for the morning meetup. Hopefully COVID doesn't reinvent itself again. So we're looking at February next month for next morning meetup. We're planning it out right now. It'll be like mid. We give you a month in advance to plan and all that kind of stuff. Okay, y'all ain't at work anyway. Because every time I go somewhere, ain't no employees. So I know y'all ain't at work. I know y'all just, I don't know what's going on right now in these streets. So, yes, we will send you the date. I absolutely love you. I hope that you all tell your friends about the most amazing community in the world. We are working on some community softwares and stuff like that to where you guys can like really collaborate and see where you all are from and go to your profiles and like we're all in this one. I'm telling you, I'm working on it diligently every day. Had like 4 meetings last week on how to get this thing done. So I am out of here. I hope you guys show some love to Rachel Rogers. Tomorrow, it seems we will have Mr. Chris Voss, author of Never Split the Difference, on the call tomorrow. Okay? Never Split this author, man. This thing is going up. So he should be here tomorrow, so make sure y'all show up in large numbers, okay? So we can impress them like, oh, this community's dope. And make sure y'all follow and check out my friend's podcast, and she's going to tell you all about it as she tells you about the book